To have in attendance our school board. Please help me welcome School Board President Mrs. Cheryl Dillon, Vice President Mrs. Renee Steinwan, Secretary Mr. Steve Parker, Treasurer Mr. Tom Newman, and Director Mrs. Monica Peloso. Also in attendance tonight, Also in attendance tonight, we have our District Superintendent, Dr. Walt Cooper, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. John Fogarty, and Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Carolina Steen. And here on the stage with me tonight, I have Assistant Principal Carrie Burke, Assistant Principal Nick Gallardi, Assistant Principal and Athletic Director Chris Kilroy, Dean of Students Sydney Tillman, and Dean of Students did I say Chris Roberts? Sorry, buddy. And Dean of Students, Chris Kilroy. And most importantly, sitting in the rows here in the front, we have our very accomplished faculty. Could I please have the English department stand up? Thank you. And the math department? Science department? Social studies? World language? Fine arts? Physical education? Guidance, our Department of Learning Services, Media Center, and finally, the department responsible for setting up the live streaming for this event, the entire department, Mr. Dave Williams. I would like to welcome to the stage Crimson. Crimson is Cheyenne Mountain's 7-girl a cappella ensemble. The ladies returned this year to the National A Cappella Tournament, the International Championship of High School A Cappellas, or ICHSA. Both of our a cappella groups, Crimson and Slate, qualified for the Southwest Regional Finals held in College Station, Texas in early March. At the Southwest Finals, Crimson was named regional champion, and the win made them one of 10 regional champions eligible for, or made them a national qualifier. Crimson then went to the national finals in New York on April 25th, and the ladies sang their hearts out in a finals event that was the most competitive yet in the history of the finals. Crimson was named second runner-up at the national event, and they were thrilled to earn this distinction and honored to be a part of such an elite event. The top high school groups were invited to sing the next night at the International Championship of College A Cappellas and the Collegiate Championship. The Crimson ladies are here tonight to sing a couple of their songs for you. Please join us in celebrating their accomplishments.
A mashup of No Day But Today from Rent and Let It Be by the Beatles, and this is an original arrangement, so I hope you enjoy it. Doom, 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 ooh. Doom, 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 ooh. Doom, doom, doom. There's only us. There's only this. Forget regrets. For life is yours to miss. No other path. No other way. No
you. Next we have Rumor Has It, featuring our soloist, Rachel Yeoman.
She ain't real. She ain't gonna be able to love you like I will. She's a stranger. You and I have history, don't you remember? Sure, she's got love, but baby, is that really what you want? Bless your soul, you got your head in the clouds. She made a fool out of you, and voices bringing you down. She made your heart melt while you go to the core. But rumor has it she ain't got your love anymore.
Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it.
She is half your age, but I'm guessing that's the reason that you strayed. You've been missing me. You've been telling people things you shouldn't be. Like when we creep out when she ain't around. Haven't you heard the rumors?
Bless yourself.
So you got your head in the clouds. You made a fool out of me, and boy, I'm bringing it down. You made my heart melt, but I'm cold to the core. But rumor has it I'm the one you're leaving her for.
Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it.
These words whispered in my ear tell a story that I cannot bear to hear. Just 'cause I said it don't mean that I meant it. People say crazy things. Just 'cause I said it don't mean that I meant it. Just 'cause you heard it.
Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it. Oh, rumor has it.
But rumor has it he's the one I'm leaving you for.
You'll be happy to know that we put that in place with the principal's speech for tonight. Much better plan. So now we'll turn it over to our MC for the night from the Social Studies Department, Mr. John Battersby.
Before I begin, hello there, hello. Check, check. Sibilance, good. Right here. Thank you, Mr. Fortenberry. Before we get started on our community awards, I'd like to just say something to you guys. Here we are, academic awards, your senior year. Cheyenne Mountain High School, one of the best in the state, one of the best in the country, and here you are, the best of Cheyenne Mountain. That's pretty special, that's pretty fantastic. I'd like you to give yourselves a round of applause. But there's a group of individuals who are out there that I think are even more special, your parents. So why don't you guys give them a round of applause? All right, our first are the United States Service Academy appointments. Could I have Casey Rothstein and Lieutenant Colonel Ron Beidel come down to the front of the stage, please? On behalf of Colonel Carolyn Benishek, Director of Admission at the United States Air Force Academy, Lieutenant Colonel Beidel will present Casey Rothstein with his appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. This appointment is equivalent to being offered a full 4-year scholarship to a top-tier university with a value over $40,000 per year. Appointments to the military academies are highly competitive. Casey competed with more than 9,000 other interested students for admission to the Air Force Academy and is one of approximately 1,200 to receive an offer. Casey will be joining a select group of students that will train to be the future leaders of your Air Force. During 4 years at the Air Force Academy, he will have the opportunity to participate in many leadership development programs, including flying aircraft, free-fall parachuting, and participating in various military training programs and foreign exchange programs around the world. He will pursue a major of his choice in one of 31 academic disciplines, ranging from political science to aeronautical engineering. Additionally, Casey will study subjects dealing with Air Force history, military affairs, leadership, and management. While Casey is a cadet, he will be assigned the job of Air Force Academy cadet and full-time student, and the Air Force will provide complete tuition, room, board, medical, dental, and a monthly basic pay. When Casey graduates from the Air Force Academy, he will earn a Bachelor of Science degree and be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. Approximately half of each graduating class will go on to Air Force pilot training, and many others will have the opportunity to earn advanced degrees. All graduates will eventually begin working in one of 38 office career fields in the world's premier air, space, and cyberspace force. I am extremely proud to have Casey standing in front of you today. It's a great honor for me to make this presentation and to recognize his years of hard work that have brought him to this point in his life. Congratulations and all the best in your future. Mitch Gould, could you come on down? And Commander Charles Pearsall, could you join him at the front of the stage, please? This evening, U.S. Naval Academy Deputy Area Coordinator for the state of Colorado, Commander Charles Pearsall, will present Mitchell Gould his appointment to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Last fall, Mitch was one of about 18,000 plus students from throughout the nation that applied to the Naval Academy. He is one of only 1,200 selected to become a midshipman in the class of 2018. While at the Naval Academy, midshipmen have access to some of the country's best research facilities, the opportunity to travel virtually anywhere in the world during summer training programs. They will receive an education with an estimated value of over $400,000. The Naval Academy is where we mold young people who will protect the freedom cherished by past and current generations and all those yet to come. This is where we develop the leaders of tomorrow. After completing the 4-year curriculum at the Academy, students receive a Bachelor of Science degree and are commissioned as officers into the United States Navy or Marine Corps. Moral and ethical development is a fundamental element of all aspects of the Naval Academy experience. As future officers in the Navy or Marine Corps, midshipmen will be responsible for the priceless lives of many men and women and multi-million-dollar equipment. It is my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity to recognize the significant accomplishment of Mitch, what he has earned by receiving an appointment to the United States Naval Academy. Cheyenne Mountain should be very proud of Mitch Gould's achievements, leading to completion of this rigorous application process and receiving an appointment to the Naval Academy. On behalf of Vice Admiral Michael Miller, Superintendent, USNA Class of 1974. I would like to congratulate Mitch on his tremendous achievement. Go Navy. We have 2 ROTC scholarship recipients. Could Cody McCurry and James Murphy, along with Major Ron Hoffman, please come to the front of the stage. On behalf of Brigadier General Combs, the Commanding General, United States Army Cadet Command, Major Robert Hoffman will present Army ROTC 4-year scholarships to James and Cody. The 4-year Army ROTC scholarship includes full tuition, books and fees, and a monthly stipend of up to $500. Upon graduation, Army ROTC cadets will be commissioned as officers in the United States Army. These scholarships are the culmination of an extremely competitive national selection process that awards students for their scholastic, athletic, and leadership abilities. You should be proud of the accomplishment of these 2 fine young men. James will be attending Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska, with an Army ROTC 4-year scholarship that would total $160,000. Cody will be attending the University of Kansas in Lawrence with a 4-year ROTC scholarship totaling over $128,000. James, Cody, my congratulations to you, your families, as well as Cheyenne Mountain. Thank you. Carrie Burke is going to come forward and present the Barbara Lewis Leadership Award.
The Barbara Lewis Leadership Award is about inspiring others through everyday actions. This award is given annually to a CMHS senior who best demonstrates perseverance, compassion, and a strength in times of adversity, a selfless dedication to one's peers, a tireless work ethic, a commitment to community beyond self, and a passion and love for Cheyenne Mountain. This individual shows sincere concern for others and triumphs through sheer hard work and dedication. This student also bleeds Cheyenne Mountain maroon and a love for Cheyenne Mountain schools and all they represent. This year, it is our honor to give this award to Mr. Logan Jepson.
Thank you, Ms. Burke. Our final community award will be presented by Steve Schreiner. This is the Laura Maria Howe Memorial Scholarship.
Tonight is my personal and professional privilege to recognize a deserving Cheyenne Mountain High School senior with the Laura Maria Howe Memorial Scholarship in remembrance of the soul and spirit of a remarkable young woman. For those fortunate enough to have taught Laura or her gifted sisters, Whitney and Erin, they stand as a reminder for us not to lose hope, that literacy is as a tough a sell as it is in our culture. Literacy is well worth every ounce of effort that we put forth. To have taught or coached the Howe girls, well, it's a little like a cross between Little Women and A League of Their Own. And their joy, their selflessness, and accomplishment remain infectious in this place. Laura Marie Howe graduated summa cum laude from CMHS in 2002. During her senior year, she was awarded the English and French Departmental Awards. She attended the University of Virginia and graduated with distinction in 2006, earning majors in English and History and a minor in French. And she attended a summer session at Oxford. Laura began law school at the University of Pittsburgh and completed her first year ranked in the top 5% of her class. She then transferred to William and Mary, where she received her Juris Doctorate in the spring of 2010. Laura was passionate about literature, the arts, and mostly the law. The Laura Maria Howe Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a like-minded student who has an inherent love for the humanities, as well as an intrinsic desire and a honed capacity to continue in these academic pursuits. This year's honoree will attend the Honors College at the University of Washington, where she's being accepted into the English program. She hopes to someday become a professional writer, everything from novels to plays to television to movie screenplays. Earlier this year, she placed in the top 10 of a statewide playwriting competition with over 300 entrants. The 2014 Laura Maria Howe Scholarship is awarded to Kendall Horan.
That concludes our community awards, and we're going to move on to our department awards. And we're going to start first with the English department. Mr. Schreiner.
As there are 3 distinctive AP Literature instructors at the senior level, each desires to recognize a deserving student who reflects the best that AP Literature offers students. An opportunity to express their wonder and epiphany at authors diverse in their power and nuance, everywhere from Shakespeare to Virginia Woolf to Joseph Conrad. Would the following students please come forward? Madeline Dixon, Erica Golditch, and Kendall Horan. To begin, these are the words of Liz Coop. Inside and outside the classroom, Madeline Dixon leads by example, with humility and charm. Her optimism supported the class through many reading and writing challenges, as she would often good-naturedly clarify ideas for us. Furthermore, Maddie is a conscientious student who learns for curiosity's sake. Her senior paper about Cold Mountain proves her earnestness. If, as her heroine Ada believes, the path to contentment is to abide by one's own nature and follow its path, then Maddie has an admirable start to her life journey. Congratulations, Madeline. About Erica Golditch, Meg Frederick writes, questioning, challenging, embracing, arguing, engaging, laughing, learning. Erica Golditch. This young lady is a true joy and an asset to AP Literature. Erica is a perfectionist in her own thinking and writing. Her ability to wonder, question, discern, and then deliver both inspires and motivates. Each day in class, Erica encourages higher level thinking and questioning. She is passionate, perceptive, and progressive. She speaks and writes with confidence and astuteness, never settling for blind acceptance. The Kansas Jayhawk received Erica's application on day 1, and along with her acceptance, she will be a student in their prestigious School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Congratulations, Erica. You will be missed. And finally, we have the frequent flyer, Kendall Horan. Charity Grauberger writes, as a student in my AP class, I've observed the dedication of Kendall Horan. Her conscientiousness and unyielding determination to find answers is not only impressive, but is also rare among many students her age. Her impetus is and always has been noteworthy. Kendall truly embraces learning all there is to know about English, about learning, about life. She is distinct. She's creative, insightful, and giving. Never one-dimensional, she's able to take any mode of writing, achieve any given task, and solve any quandary of human nature with cleverness, heartiness, and consideration. I hope one day to read one of her stories, one like her favorite novella, Heart of Darkness. Congratulations, Kendall.
Thank you, Mr. Schreiner. Up next, we have Mr. Joe Bahofen with the Mathematics Department Awards.
I'd like to know who it is that always decides that I get to follow the English department and all the wordsmiths there. So, be that as it may, I'd like to invite our three awardee, try that again, our three people who are going to receive awards today to come down front, if you would, please. I'd like to have Jeff Cole, Norma Langdon, and Eric Hale. Please come down. Being a math teacher can sometimes be a challenging position. All of us have heard things like, when am I ever going to use this? Can we just have one day where we don't have to do math? And since when does math have letters in it? We've heard those things more than we can count, and that's saying something. When you get into polite conversation with people outside of school, they often ask you, so what is it that you do? Well, you happily tell them, I'm a high school math teacher. They then look at you as if you have three heads, and then give you a pitying kind of sound in their voice and say, well, that's nice, and then they move on and talk to the next person. We tend to become math teachers because it's fun to be able to help people with what is almost universally their least favorite subject, and because we genuinely love the math. The students that we're here to honor tonight definitely tend to share that love of math. Like all other students, they have completed thousands of math problems during their schooling and have taken untold numbers of tests. Unlike other students, most of them enjoyed it. That, by the way, earns them the same look from other students that we get when we reveal what we do. All three of these students being honored tonight come from Mr. Fletcher's BC Calculus class. Mr. Fletcher describes this class as being exceptionally cooperative and cohesive. They would often stay in during lunch to socialize and help each other with problems. The three students being honored tonight were exceptionally helpful to others and were a large reason that that class was as united and as successful as it was. Our three nominees up here have all been accepted to prestigious universities and have great plans for their future. This year's Bronze Award winner plans on majoring in neuroscience at UCLA next fall. Please recognize Jeff Cole. This year's Silver Award winner is planning to attend CU Boulder in the fall and is currently planning to study chemical engineering. Please recognize Norma Langdon. And this year's Gold Award winner is going to attend the Colorado School of Mines in the fall and plans to study chemical engineering. Please recognize Eric Hale. The Cheyenne Mountain Math Department is proud of all of you and knows that you will continue to make us proud. Congratulations to this year's honorees and to all CMHS graduates. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bohofen. Up next, we have Mrs. Janie Mueller with the Science Department Awards.
Thank you all very much for being here. First, thank you, Math Department, because we couldn't do what we do without the Math Department, so we really do appreciate them very much. We try to teach students about challenges of problem solving, logic, and how to park well in the parking lot. But that's okay, that's okay. We do see students over the 4 years improve logarithmically and grow so much. So to choose those who have excelled is always difficult, and each science teacher has different experiences with different students of wowness. I did learn a new sequence as we nominated the many deserving students. It's an Italian word I just found out, Fibonacci. It's pretty cool. Anyway, the three young people we're going to be recognizing tonight have been chosen amid all of the excellence that we've seen from this graduating class. I first want to thank each one of you on the stage for all that you've brought to the school and to the realm of science. So many memories, so many mugs to love. We love you. And now I'd like to recognize the three very well-rounded graduates who are going to depict excellence and love of the subjects of science. So if I could have, first of all, our bronze medalist is Jackie Anders. Get up here. Jackie, a true deep thinker and analyzer. She loves to learn and is very efficient with her time. She also is one of the 2 originators of Waffle Wednesdays. Probably doesn't mean anything to you, but it means a lot to me. She demands the best from herself and has done an incredible job in every science course and really every course she's taken in the school. Jackie's going to be attending Dartmouth and plans to major in genetics and/or political science and/or Spanish. Okay. The silver medal goes to Tristan Myers. Tristan has taken every AP Science course the school offers. He is very quiet and determined as he learns and loves what he learns and also sits down before he's even been recognized. It's good. Tristan will be attending CU Boulder in the fall, and he'll be part of the Honors College with his proposed major being chemistry. And then the gold medal goes to a young man who's kind of blown the top off of every science course he has set foot in. He loves to learn. He's very humble. He can mesh information impressively. We also just found out he's pretty good at math. Eric Hale. And we already know that he's going to be going to the school mines. So, yeah, chemical engineering, I think that was. Yeah, very nice. So, congratulations to each one of you, and may you continue to love science and keep loving learning and keep being wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs. Mueller. Mr. Larry Lawson will be doing the Social Studies Department Awards.
Good evening, seniors. Well done on the prank. For those who don't know, this morning, before most of us arrived, seniors were parking illegally in the parking lot, in the rocks, and even on stairs. So it was a normal day at the high school. I want to thank all of you, of course, for coming this evening and welcome the family and friends who are here of these seniors. It's because of your love, support, and guidance that they are where they are today and where they're headed tomorrow. So seniors, join me in giving them a round of applause, please. Seniors, the accomplishments you have achieved are truly remarkable, and I trust you have earned the awards and GPAs you are receiving recognition for tonight. Cheaters disgrace this high school. They cheat because not only themselves, but all of us out of integrity and a well-established legacy. Because if you're willing to copy a math set, history homework, or read Spark Notes instead of the novel, what else are you willing to cheat on? You live a moral life when you don't cut corners. When I ask the history department every year for their top students, I often get a couple dozen names. We are looking for students that are hardworking, possess integrity, and a desire to learn more. With the following 3 students who embody these ideals, please come forward. Mitch Gould, Fiona Murphy, and Kendall Haran. And Kendall, yes. I have a feeling you're going to be getting up a lot tonight. Yeah, that's okay. Regarding Mitch, Mike Page had this to say: Mitch Gould is being recognized this evening for his outstanding achievement in the social sciences. Mitch brings a determined curiosity that is met with steady preparation. His humble, quiet manner is matched with his ability to listen critically and apply his lesson to a multitude of applications. Mitch also demonstrates courage to ask the next question or ask for further examination. He's an outstanding young man, and I am proud that he is a Cheyenne Mountain Indian. I will leave you with a quote from President Theodore Roosevelt: "Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty." I've never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have indeed envied a great many people who have led difficult lives and led them well. Good luck, Mitch. what impresses me about Fiona is how she adds insight and passion to class discussions. Fiona realizes how precious life is and tries to live hers with meaning and purpose. She's humble and possesses a great sense of humor. Fiona said that Mr. Grage's AP World History class was the one that taught her more than she could have imagined about other cultures. It was the class that inspired her to want to travel and learn more. About Mr. Zuckerman, she said, he shared many life lessons and keys to success, such as surround yourself with people who are going somewhere with their lives. Regarding her future, Fiona plans to attend CU Boulder, where she plans to study international business and marketing. Fiona is the epitome of the student-athlete community member. Her healthy motivation, enthusiasm for learning, strong natural ability and integrity, and down-to-earth nature make her an outstanding young woman. And Mr. Zuckerman had to say this about Kendall. While a student in my AP U.S. History and American Government classes, Kendall proved herself to be well-organized, motivated, and brilliant. But these truths are self-evident, and among the accomplished student body of Cheyenne Mountain High School, not always enough to receive special recognition. I would like to acknowledge Kendall for her inspiring intellectual curiosity, passion for inquiry, and ability to defend her views with utmost civility. Having seen Kendall deliver arguments and defend her findings during class debates, I quietly took comfort in the realization that I was her teacher and not her opponent. Kendall exemplifies all that CMHS aspires to encourage. She excels and distinguishes herself the old-fashioned way, with character and achievement that require no aggrandizement. I'm recommending Kendall for the special recognition because she would never seek it. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Lawson. Next, we have the World Language Department Awards presented by Ms. Peggy Veal.
In the World Language Department, students often ask, how long will it take me to become proficient in the language? Actually, let me rephrase this. It sounds more like this. Will I ever be able to speak this language? This question is impossible to answer because a lot depends on a person's language learning ability, motivation, learning environment, intensity of instruction, and prior experience in learning a foreign language. Most importantly, it also depends on the level of proficiency the person wishes to attain. The student we would like to honor tonight for their achievement in the learning of French is Christy DeMoss. In the hierarchy of proficiency guidelines used to measure a student's ability to perform in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in French, Christy excels in all 4 categories. She has a firm knowledge of grammar, half of which she taught herself since she skipped from French 3 to AP over 1 summer. She has demonstrated on multiple occasions that she can communicate very effectively in French regardless of the situation she is placed in. Lately, she's even been known to conduct a presentation during which she made the class learn a song with kazoos. Christy may seem quiet and reserved, but she truly shines whenever she's asked to demonstrate her learning. Please join me in awarding Christy the Academic Achievement Award for Best Student of French for the year of 2014. This year's outstanding German student has distinguished himself throughout all 4 years of his high school German classes. Already as a 9th grader, the classwork he submitted was consistently excellent. He has continued the path of being an outstanding German student through the next 3 years. In every study area in German, this person has done amazingly fine work, proving to be an outstanding student and an excellent human being. For 2014, the national German exams were totally revamped for the first time in more than 40 years. resulting in national tests that some teachers considered much harder than high school students could complete well. This evening's outstanding German student scored in the 98th percentile in the nation on the highest level of the national exams, which were administered to some 22,000 students across the USA. Some students learn class material only to be able to complete an exam, while other students strive to internalize a subject. By making German truly a part of his being, this year's distinguished German student has acquired a thorough knowledge of German language, literature, and culture. This evening, we honor Benjamin Roberts as the outstanding German student of 2014. The crème de la crème of all Spanish students find themselves in the AP Literature and Culture course, studying texts from the Middle Ages to postmodernism. Each member of this elite group skipped a year of academic study in order to take the Spanish language exam last year as juniors. Several of them have won first place at the state video competition, and all of them are active members of both Spanish Club, an organization that raises money to sponsor our 2 Latin American children, Elvin Alexander in Guatemala and Maribel in Bolivia, as well as Cine Club, or its other manifestations, Piñata, Baile, or Cocina Club. They do it for the pure joy and satisfaction of poco a poquito, inching themselves toward bilingualism and biculturalism. Most of these students are highly likely to merit yet another 5 on their AP Spanish Literature and Culture exam this year. The gold plaque for Spanish is presented to just one outstanding student of this very exclusive group. This year's honoree projects an image of being quite nonchalant and relaxed as she jokes with her classmates in the target language before class. Her calm exterior, however, belies a super absorbent Spanish learning sponge of a brain. On essay day, she is famous for her machine gun style printing, which she fires off in rapid bursts of brilliant, precise, analytical writing, demonstrating critical, historical, and literary sensitivity. Yes, all of these in her second language, Spanish. Her writing abilities have also been recognized by the Colorado Congress of Foreign Language Teachers when last year as a junior, she won the only award given to a high school student during last year's annual state essay contest. For her abilities, her engagement, and her desire to improve, the gold plaque recipient for Spanish 2014 is awarded to Norma Langdon.
Thank you, Ms. Veal. Up next, we have Mr. Chip Shaw presenting the Visual Arts Awards.
We have 3 students. I think I'd like to have you all come up at once, and then I'll talk a little bit about your accomplishments. Luke Blong, Christy Schuster, and Lydia Lack. Please come on up. These 3 students all have one thing in common. There's a reason art is called artwork. They all are willing to put in a tremendous amount of work and sometimes sacrifice to reach their artistic vision. And so that's truly what I consider talent to be. It's someone that's willing to overcome the obstacles and do the work and has the discipline to accomplish great things. Luke has been involved in the graphic arts program here at Cheyenne Mountain for the past 3 years. Mrs. Cole describes him as highly productive, creative, and driven. Luke completes his work on time and produces excellent material. He's been exploring some very interesting textures and backgrounds in vector. And that vector format and it adds an extra edge to his designs. His unusual backgrounds combined with thoughtful placement of text make his work quite impressive. Luke has entered several design competitions, Scholastics, the District Art Exhibit, Young People Show, and others. This year, Luke's design was selected to promote the 28th Annual School District 12 Art Exhibit. And most recently, he won an award at the annual, Young People's Art Exhibit for originality. As a teacher assistant in graphics, Luke has been reliable, loyal, and responsible. He is self-motivated when it comes to graphic art, initiating his own research, using resources and tutorials to reveal how he can best achieve his vision. Luke is highly motivated and takes pride in his work. Congratulations, Luke. Christy Schuster, imaginative, hardworking, always explores art through a variety of methods during her high school years. The area where she focused most was graphic arts. Christy is productive, creative, and gets her work done on time. She consistently produces excellent fine art and commercial designs. Her academic achievements are impressive as well. Her GPA is awesome. Her work has also been displayed in the District 12 Administration Building, and she's entered many art competitions as well. Her designs have been selected twice by the Colorado Department of Transportation for the Drive Smart poster competition, and she has designed several posters and layouts for vocal music, the drama department, and the visual arts program. She worked on signage for the graduation recently, and she won the Einstein Award for comic illustration at the annual Young People's Art Exhibit. Christy is an individual who also takes pride in her work and has developed outstanding technical skills and has performed brilliantly in both her artistic and academic pursuits. Congratulations. Last but not least, Lydia Lack. Ever since Lydia was a young girl, she's been passionate about art. She explored her voice by drawing lots of animals. Although she never took an art class until she was in high school, she's been involved in the art program at Cheyenne Mountain now for the past 4 years. She recently submitted an excellent AP portfolio. Lydia has won several awards for her artwork over the years, including Instructor's Choice, Award of Excellence this year in the District 12 exhibit. She has excelled academically for the past 4 years as well. She's volunteered for the Red Cross at Evans Army Community Hospital, helping with physical and occupational therapy. Along with her willingness to put in the hard work and hours required to achieve her expressive vision, Lydia has combined her outstanding technical skills with her very creative outlook to produce very expressive drawings. She is the first one. I have never seen an excellent drawing of a space otter before, but Lydia actually produced that, among other things. She is fond of animals and science, which is reflected in her artwork. Lydia plans to attend the University of Northern Colorado next year, where she will study science and art. Congratulations, Lydia.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Presenting the awards for instrumental music, Mr. Jack Yantz.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May I please ask Morgan Dowler, Marquise Cesar Lopez, David Ruminski, and Matt Kleffer to come to the front of the stage. It occurred to me while I was thinking about these students, that the 4 students here all made the Colorado All-State Band this year. We took 11 students to All-State Band, which was the most of any school in the state, and these 4 were among them, including a junior. The Orion Award is given to a junior and a senior musician in the band program that is not only an outstanding musician and student in our own program, but has gone and above and beyond that, either through participation in honor groups, all-state groups, or community groups. The junior Orion Award winner is standing to your far right. Morgan Dowler plays principal oboe not only in the Cheyenne Mountain High School Symphonic Band, but was principal oboe in the All-State Band, the All-State Orchestra, the CU Honor Band, the All-City Honor Band, the Colorado Springs Youth Symphony, and with her compatriot Audrey Veland was selected for the honors recital. So please congratulate Morgan Dowler. The Senior Orion Award winner is Marquise Cesar Lopez. Marquise has been in the All-City Band for 4 years, and the last 2 years has been in the CU Honor Band and the All-State Band, and is a fabulous tuba player and student as well. Marquise Cesar Lopez. The final 2 awards are voted on by the students for the outstanding seniors. The first one is from the jazz band, which you heard earlier tonight. And if you remember hearing them, you remember hearing some great lead trumpet playing by Mr. David Ruminski, our Louis Armstrong Jazz Award winner. Oh, and finally the big dog. The John Philip Sousa Award, and I'm sure you've all heard that name, goes to the outstanding senior band member in the symphonic band. The 56 students of symphonic band voted overwhelmingly for a wonderful player, person, athlete, and student. Please congratulate Mr. Matt Klepfer.
Thank you, Mr. Yantz. Mr. Jeff O'Brien will be presenting the awards for video production.
Will Erica Goldich and Daniel Tuttle please come on down? It was disappointing having Erica Goldich for only 1 year. I wish it would have been all 4. Within that 1 year, she pushed herself to know how to do everything in film. She created a promo for a CrossFit company, anchored numerous news shows, produced an AM at CM show, and worked on too many projects to count. She was a team player, and she was always willing to help someone with their projects. She has a natural talent as well as she is a very hard worker. Erica earned the AM at CM award. She's going to University of Kansas next year to pursue a degree in broadcasting, and someday she hopes to be a sports anchor or sideline reporter. Congratulations. Daniel Tuttle earned the Producer Award. Each year I pick a producer for our news show. They're in charge of making sure we have a script. They film the news anchors and make sure all the news pieces are good, and they even edit the show. This year, Daniel Tuttle did all these jobs, and he never broke a sweat. He is the first producer who really knew how to do absolutely everything. He managed all of the tasks as well as worked with all of the students. He was a team leader, and I will miss having his talent and leadership in the class. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Mrs. Jody Paproth with the Drama and Theater Awards.
As we celebrate the accomplishments of many of our seniors, it's often a time for the senior tech crew members to pull back from the shows and responsibilities as the reality of graduation and summer and starting over again as a freshman begin to settle in. But not this year's recipient of the Best Techie Award. Cheyenne Gibson is currently at the back of our auditorium running the soundboard. So Cheyenne, if you want to start making your way up to the front. Cheyenne has been a member of Tech Crew for 3 years, and she started out in a leadership role right away as a stage manager her freshman year, and she continued to serve on many crews for many shows. She moved out of state her junior year, but thankfully, with the help of very supportive family members and a network of friends, came back here for her senior year just to finish out her work here with the technical theater class. And she received over 15 callbacks at the Colorado State Thespians Convention, one of which resulted in a scholarship for stage management at Pepperdine University, where she'll be attending next year. Wherever Cheyenne ends up, I know she'll be bringing her calm, cool attitude and her amazing organizational skills to facilitate the creation of amazing theater and concerts and entertainment. Congratulations to the 2013-2014 Best Techie, Miss Cheyenne Gibson. This year's Drama Department Best Actor Award is going to Ben Roberts. Ben is a senior that has participated in the drama department multiple semesters, but through the improvisation class. And then Ben started branching out last year when he auditioned and took the role of Basil in The Diviners. He's a quiet, thoughtful actor. He often contemplates the notes that I give him as a director and then makes quick changes within one rehearsal. This year, Ben tried out to be a part of the dragon puppet for Shrek, but after hearing his singing voice, Miss Wisdom and I snatched him up for the part of one of the 3 little pigs in Shrek. And Ben rounded out his senior year, taking on the monolithic role of George Hay in Moon Over Buffalo. This role requires physical comedy, intellectual comedy, and comic timing. It has not one, but two-page monologues. It incorporates lines from Shakespeare and from the famous role of Cyrano. And often these lines are performed while the character is drunk, swinging a sword, or falling off the stage. For a high school student to play a part like this as expertly as Ben did requires intelligence, faith, and self-confidence. Ben was a team captain for the improvisation class this year and made major contributions to our performances on our tour to the elementary and junior high schools and their annual Night of Improv performance. His leadership helps to shape the future of CMHS drama. Congratulations to this year's Best Actor, Ben Roberts. It's no surprise to anyone that attends the CMHS plays and musicals that Madison Hunsaker is taking home the 2013-2014 Best Actress Award. Madison started out her high school acting career as a freshman, taking on the role of the sassy nurse in Romeo and Juliet. And she continued to wow audiences throughout all 4 years of high school. Many know Madison as a singer and a songwriter with her own album and songs that you can purchase on iTunes. And others have seen her perform at the Mat and other local theaters in the Colorado Springs community outside of her high school career. This year, Madison is probably best known as Shrek's sidekick, Donkey, a hilarious, well-loved portrayal that had kids lined up outside the theater hoping for a chance to get Donkey's autograph or to get their picture taken with Donkey. She won a special award at this year's Pikes Peak One Act Festival for Best Mini Ensemble Performance. She got over 19 callbacks at the Thespian Festival and directed her second one-act play. She finished out her senior year playing the role of the hilarious Charlotte Hay in Moon Over Buffalo, and she wrote and directed alongside the rest of the advanced acting class for the final showcase. Madison's work is passionate, it's sometimes political, it's always sensitive, it's always honest. Madison will be attending UNC as a theater major next year, and her influence here at CMHS will be felt for years to come. Thank you and congratulations to this year's Best Actress, Madison Hunsaker.
Thank you, Ms. Paproth. Up next, we have Ms. Dawn Wisdom with the Vocal Music Awards.
If Jessica Mayer could make her way down. The National Choral Award is presented in high schools across the country each year in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement in vocal music. This year's recipient is a gifted performer and musician who started singing at a very young age. She's devoted 4 years of her time to Cheyenne Mountain vocal music. She sang in Metallics, Cheyenne Mountain Shadows Chorale, Dynamics, and Crimson. She delighted audiences in the fall musical productions of The Sound of Music, and this year in Shrek as the gigantic voice of the dragon, and as Mama Bear. And she has a fantastic voice and a great stage charisma, and those were recently recognized at state competition with both Outstanding Soloist and Outstanding Showmanship awards. So please congratulate a young lady that we're going to miss next year in our ensembles, Miss Jessica Mayer.
Thank you, Ms. Wisdom. Mr. Mike Armentrout will be presenting the Physical Education Awards.
The PE Activities class would like to recognize Sergio Cano Rubio. In the words of Connie Mahoney, Sergio always works hard in class, participating in every activity with enthusiasm. He consistently has a positive attitude and never complains. He is respectful and kind to both teachers and classmates. His integrity and demeanor sets him apart as an excellent role model for the younger students. His good sportsmanship raises the level of play for those around him. Congratulations, Sergio. The Strength and Conditioning class would like to recognize Jeff Cole as this year's Lifter of the Year. Jeff has accumulated many incredible feats in his 7 semesters of strength and conditioning. He has gone from 120 pounds soaking wet, and I think that was an overstatement. He was probably holding a couple weights, to a very lean 152 pounds. He made a 57% gain in his bench press, 39% gain in his squat, 42% gain in his incline, and a 74% gain in his hang clean. He also set the school record, which I thought was never going to be broken, in the pro agility at 4.00 seconds. With all that Jeff has achieved, I am most proud of how Jeff conducts himself on a daily basis. He is one of the most outstanding young men I've ever been around. His work ethic is infectious and will take him very far in life. Congratulations, Jeff, and good luck at UCLA.
Thank you, Mr. Armentrout. Presenting the Guidance Office Awards, Mr. Stan Lambros.
Yeah, first thing I would like to say is something to the class. It's been a pleasure to be senior counselor to all of you. You know, when you were 8th graders, I'd heard a lot of stuff about you. I sit here for the last hour and all of it's true. You know, I heard you're great athletes, great people, great leaders, great students, and I'm just amazed at what you've done here. So it's been my honor to be the counselor for you for the last 4 years, and thank you, and congratulations. Would Alice Cho please come down? Alice Cho. Is Alice here? I'll read this anyway. The academic standard set at Cheyenne Mountain High School is nothing short of excellent. We're ranked 3rd in the state for a reason, but a number of students, this place can sometimes be a challenge. In 2011, we had a mere 3 peer tutors, but through the passion and direction of Miss Kelly Geiser, who's currently our peer tutor supervisor and study hall supervisor, we now have 45 trained peer tutors who assist students with a myriad of issues. So in the words of Ms. Geiser, I'm going to present the top peer tutor award. I know Alice is not here, but for her commitment and flexibility to work with a number of students and willingness to not work with just her students, but anyone, Alice is the example of commitment to her students and the reason that the peer tutor program is a huge success. So congratulations to Alice. Kyla Collin, is Kyla here? I will read this as well. 7 years ago, Cheyenne Mountain AVP program, the Area Vocational Program, had a total of 6 students in it. But through the wise and generous commitment that the Cheyenne Mountain School District placed in vocational training, we now have 25 students enrolled in the vocational training programs at Pikes Peak, Community College, and the beauty schools. Commitment to vocational education serves all of us well, but for our CMHS students, it sets them up to obtain jobs as mechanics, medical technicians, and beauticians, just to mention a few. Like all the students in the AVP program, this year's winner, Kyla Collins, had to manage 2 schedules, one here at Cheyenne Mountain High School and one at Pikes Peak Community College as a computer information systems program analyst. Such maturity is a standard of the AVP student. Thank you. Kyla placed first in 2 area competitions, first in the customer service leadership category, second in computer maintenance technology, the Skills USA competition, which has students from across the Front Range competing in. So congratulations to Kyla for the top AVP student of this year. Okay, would Hannah Van Horn please come down, and Aspen Atkins. You know, the world we live in today is significantly different than the world I grew up in. Today's world is very fast-paced, filled with incredible amounts of information that we all have to process. As a result, the counseling office at Cheyenne Mountain High School, like many counseling offices across the United States, has seen an increase in mental health issues, learning disabilities, physical ailments that our students have to navigate. One thing that has not changed over the years are the qualities of a successful student and a successful person. At the forefront of those character traits is determination. The Mountain Award was created to honor the top students who exemplify perseverance, determination, personal accountability, and it recognizes students who figure out how to achieve success despite any obstacles they may face. If I could bottle the great character traits that these two students possess, the world will be a much better place to live. Each has battled with learning disabilities, but neither has ever made an excuse or felt sorry for themselves. Instead, these two put their head down and worked tirelessly to heights that many thought were not possible. Before me are two perfect examples of determination, the most underappreciated characteristic of success. And I'm proud to tell you that Hannah will be attending CSU and Aspen will be attending Otero Junior College. So it's a great honor that I award Hannah Van Horn and Aspen Atkins the 2014 Mountain Award.
Thank you, Mr. Lambros. This concludes our department awards. We're going to move on to our administrators awards. Presenting the Nyman Award will be Mr. Nick Gallardi.
The John Nyman Award is given annually to a senior who has overcome adversity while at Cheyenne Mountain High School. John Nyman graduated from Cheyenne Mountain High School in 1982. During his second year in college at the University of Wyoming, he was tragically killed by a hit-and-run driver. His parents asked if they could sponsor an award at Cheyenne Mountain High School in his name to honor a student who exhibited the traits listed below. A student like John, who was a hard worker, was always there, was solid, but never was recognized as outstanding. Presented to a student who demonstrates leadership, citizenship, and strong work ethic. The student has overcome adversity and has become a role model for others because of the efforts he or she has put forth while at Cheyenne Mountain High School. The 2014 recipient of the John Nyman Award goes to Mr. Corbin Hart.
Ruth Ann Fennell will be presenting the National Merit Awards.
pleasure to present to you Cheyenne Mountain High School's Class of 2014 National Merit Honorees. Mr. Fortenberry will present our 2014 National Merit Honoree plaques. So as I call your name, please come down to the front and stay. Jacqueline Anders. Nell Crosby. Deborah Delacroix. Bryce Scribino. Eric Hale. Kendall Horan. And Casey Rothstein. Before you are our 2014 commended students. They are among the top 50,000 highest scoring students on last October's National Merit Qualifying Test, the PSAT. Will Norma Langdon please join our National Merit honorees? Norma was one of 16,000 students to be recognized by the National Merit Semifinalist Program for her performance in last October's PSAT. In the fall, Jackie will attend Dartmouth College, Nell will attend Columbia University, Deborah will attend College of Charleston, Bryce will attend the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, Eric will attend Bryce will attend the University of Colorado Boulder. Eric will attend Colorado School of Mines. Kendall will attend University of Washington. Norma will attend the University of Colorado Boulder. And Casey will attend the United States Air Force Academy. Your Cheyenne Mountain High School 2014 National Merit honorees. Now we're going to present the Honor Graduate Gold Cords. First, when I call down your name, please come down and stay at the front of the stage. Sarah Bagley, Amanda Burke, Alice Choi, Claire Epley, Summer Hawley, Austin Hampton, Melissa Hertzler, Alexandra Hayes, Colin Klaber, Matthew Klepfer, Greg LaCory, Cami McWilliams, Fiona Murphy, William Norris, Ellie Onstadt, Monica Polk, Carolina Paulson, Matthew Reynolds, Colt Sessions, Patrick Shin, Ellen J. Smith, Kelsey Suarez, Michael Trioni, Claire Velan, and Morgan Weiss. The students before you are being recognized this evening as Cheyenne Mountain High School's class of 2014 cum laude honor graduates. For an honor graduate to receive a cum laude designation on the diploma, the senior must have a minimum GPA of a 3.8, no grade below a C, and met all course and credit requirements established for graduation. I present to you your Cheyenne Mountain High School class of 2014 cum laude honor graduates. When I call your name, please come to the front of the stage to receive your honor cord. Brendan Anderson, Mara Barkley, Victoria Burnett, Madeline Dixon, Amanda Green, Lauren Hodson, Kendall Horan, Paige Hortick, Anna Johnson, Grant Canor, Kelly Cruz, Joseph McMahon, Meredith Miller, Lee Pelton, Kirsten Pesavento, Casey Rothstein, Christy Schuster, Ellen F. Smith, Sydney Torres, Angela Wong, and Kiara Ziza. The students before you are being recognized this evening as Cheyenne Mountain High School's class of 2014 magna cum laude honor graduates. For an honor graduate to receive a magna cum laude designation on the diploma, the senior must have a minimum weighted GPA of a 4.0, no grade below a C, and successfully complete 5 advanced placement credits, as well as meet all courses and credit requirements for graduation. I present to you Cheyenne Mountain High School's class of 2014 magna cum laude honor graduates. When I call your name, please come to the front of the stage to receive your cord. Iris Alpin, Jacqueline Anders, Gabby Borgo, Chloe Buckler, Tram Ann Kai, Katri Case, Nell Crosby, Mia Delano, Debbie Delacroix, Christy DeMoss, Haley Featon, Allison Fuller, Haley Geltzer, Tara Gilbreth, Bryce Gribineau, Mitchell Gould, Eric Hale, Rexana Jackson, Logan Jepson, Christina Kimball, Jeffrey Cole, Lydia Lack, Norma Langdon, Antoinette McIntosh, Noella Moon, Tristan Myers, Danielle Nolet, Julia Patel, Benjamin Roberts, Anna Schneider, Cameron Shorg, Margaret Sheehan, Samuel Sheridan, Margaret Sloan, Stephanie Tay, Sienna Zhang. The students before you are being recognized this evening as Cheyenne Mountain High School's class of 2014 summa cum laude honor graduates. Honor graduate to receive a summa cum laude designation on the diploma, the senior must have a minimum weighted GPA of a 4.1, no grade below a C, and successfully have completed 8 advanced placement credits, as well as meet all course and credit requirements for graduation. I present to you Cheyenne Mountain High School's class of 2014 summa cum laude honor graduates.
Thank you, Mrs. Fennell. Mr. Fortenberry, would you come up and present your awards, first with student council and other senior class presentations?
Thank you. Sam Sheridan, would you please come down? Sam Sheridan is our student council president. Among his many accomplishments as an athlete and a scholar, Sam has also been a member of the student council for 3 years. Serving as student body president this year, Sam has led an amazing group of Cheyenne Mountain High School Indians. Sam's charismatic and cheerful personality inspires and motivates all those with whom he comes in contact. Sam leads by example, whether it is participating in community service, planning events and activities, or promoting school spirit. He is a doer, always being the first one to tackle the task at hand for the betterment of his school. Sam comes from a family of Cheyenne Mountain Indians, and he truly bleeds maroon and white. He has undoubtedly enriched the community of Cheyenne Mountain High School, and his legacy will continue as he leaves behind a group of students wishing to follow in his footsteps, carrying forth his Indian spirit and enthusiasm. Mr. Sam Sheridan. Lee Pelton, senior class president. Charming, kind, respectful, diligent, dependable, all describe Lee Pelton. Serving as senior class president this year, Lee is responsible for the very cool senior t-shirts, the amazing senior class float, senior night, as well as the ideas behind the Kiva and the prom events. Lee never misses an opportunity to be helpful, not only to his peers, but to the community at large. Lee organized a weekly event at a local facility for homeless families. Members of student council, as well as other students, prepared and served dinner to over 30 families one night a week. Lee's inspiration not only touched many families in crisis, but those who had the opportunity to serve alongside him. His kind, caring, and compassionate spirit is felt throughout this community, and he has certainly left his mark in Cheyenne Mountain High School, and he will be missed. The next 3 awards are called, I'm sorry, was I waiting for you? Thank you. My first time doing this, I'm sorry. The next 3 awards are called Principal Awards, but they're truly awards from the entire admin team and from the staff. The first one is an award that was begun by Mr. Paul Martin. He was the principal of Cheyenne Mountain High School for 14 years. And it is given to a student who loves CMHS and lives every day with optimism and a zest for life, displays leadership in a variety of ways, and represents the true Cheyenne Mountain warrior spirit, dedicated to the ideals of citizenship and to the service of mankind. The whole admin team had many names and there was many votes, but the young man that came on top for the Cheyenne Mountain High School Warrior Award is Mr. Cesar Velasquez. In the fall of 2012, the Academic Senate recommended that an award, that is a peer-nominated award, be established to recognize outstanding performance for staff members who are not classified as either a teacher or an administrator. The following criteria was established as considerations for selecting the person to be recognized. They should show initiative, be committed to staff and students, and demonstrate excellence in the area of responsibility. The person selected this year certainly fulfills the listed criteria, but beyond those criteria, he is an absolutely invaluable member of the school staff. He has worked at Cheyenne Mountain High School since May of 1979, so I think he's now finishing his 35th year here. He is being recognized for his caring attitude and the professionalism he demonstrates every day. When you ask him a question, or ask him to do something, or ask if something can be done, he just shakes his head and says, "Sure, we can do that." Please join me in congratulating this year's Golden Arrow Award recipient, Mr. Rudy Herrera. In early April, we solicited nominations for Teacher of the Year from the staff. Administrators then review the nominations, and one teacher is selected from those who are nominated. The nomination must include a letter of recommendation, and I'd like to share with you a few excerpts from the letters of recommendations for this year's winner. This teacher brings literature to life with unrelenting passion. She treats each and every student with the utmost respect without any strings attached. She never gives up on her students and propels them forward, both in their understanding of literature and their ability to write. She is an advocate. She fights for students to achieve greatness, and her commitment to students does not end at the bell. It is very difficult to find time to meet and plan with her. Almost every day, sometimes between every period, she has a student or staff member in her office that needs a little extra support. She is always there for anyone and everyone who needs her. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Meg Frederick. Well, I'd like to also thank you all for coming tonight. And you know, when you stand up here and you work at Cheyenne Mountain High School and you have the honor and the privilege to work with these young individuals, you know that the future is bright. So how about one more round of applause, please, for our awardees. And that concludes our ceremony for this evening. If you all would please stay seated until we get them off the stage, we'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.